I heard other deputies saying this today about the NPHET's advice in the lockdown, that it was ignored, Minister. I believe myself at the time it wasn't ignored, but it needed to be discussed, and it was in the way that the story was leaked that caused panic in this country, which caused to outbreaks and people running to shops, running everywhere. We've seen it even last night, before the lockdown happened, people running into shops. It was like if it was the end of the world, that people wanted to get their shopping done. So it's the spin and the false spin that comes out, and the scare tactics that actually caused the spike that we had for the last 2 weeks. We need the definite and make sure that people get a clear message and stop leaking all this bit by bit. Again, last night before we left the chamber, people putting out that sanitisers went into the school, that all schools were going to be closed, and there was a big scaremongering again, which then we found out today, which was untrue. So it's definite information we want going out there, and stop the spin. Now, Minister, what I want today is definite answers, and I have some chance of getting an answer, but some of the public are saying that they have no chance. I have started a process last night to ask about music schools. Music schools that do music classes for junior cert, leaving cert, and for college are in limbo at the moment. I went to you yesterday and you spoke to me and you said if it was educational, that you would imagine that was right, but I would have to go to the Education Minister, which I then went to Minister Norma Foley, and I asked Minister Norma Foley whose was it, and I was told please go to the Arts Minister. So I then went to the Arts Minister, and the Arts Minister told me to go back to the Education Minister. Now, if we're going around in circles in the House here, and I'm being put around in circles, what chance does the public have of getting definite lines and definite answers? We need answers. We need clear instructions and answers. So if music schools are providing music lessons for schools that do not have the facilities to teach music, but have the facilities to hold their exams, are they allowed open? And I don't want this to going around in circles again. I want one minister to take a clear action on this and give me a clear answer. We have seen today, and since this government was formed, there is a massive divide between city and county. You put in a 5-kilometre restriction in a city, you'll get everything you need. You put a 5-kilometre restriction in a county, you won't. Again, we need to make sure that there is facilities there for people that are within the county. Clear instruction, no spin being leaked out for a headline. And stop scaring the people of this country and then coming out after saying, oh, there's an amendment. An awful lot of the problem that we have here is that if things are agreed, they need to be agreed properly and given to the public properly. We all know now that bad news sells media and papers, good news in a small minority sells papers. But it's all spin, spin, spin. We need clear direction. And other deputies said there today, by going on the Late Late Show, we'll not get it out to the public. I was told yesterday here by one of the deputies, we had something up on social media, and he said, what is it, have you it on Twitter? And he said, oh, you're too old for Twitter. This is what was said to me. Every format of media that we can get information out to people with clear, decisive information is the way forward. But if our government can't give us that information and cover the whole country and all the different sectors, what hope do we have? And as I said at the start of this, I've gone to 3 ministers in this House, and I've been sent around in a circle, and I've asked the question about people that are getting music classes from junior cert, leaving cert, and their colleges. Are they, even though they're not, if you go to the Limerick School of Musical, they are aligned with the ETB. If you go to other schools, they do not have school or in the facilities for music in the school, so it's outsourced by the parents, and they pay for it for their children, for their junior cert, their leaving cert, and their colleges, and they sit the exam in the school. Are they part of an education system, or are they not? And again, will that mean that the people in rural Ireland be discriminated against because some of the schools do not have in place for music classes? They're either educational, and if they're sitting their exams in the school, to me they're educational. But I need a minister to make a decision on it and let these people know yes or no. Because some of the stuff that's been put out today shows that even under the level 3, because it says tuition cannot be one-on-one, and if you're paying for a music class, it may be one-on-one. A person with a music instrument has their own instrument, can sit in their own chair. We're doing it here, 2 meters apart. If you have the facilities to do this, you're using all your own equipment, and it's for educational, for your exams, they should be allowed open with the proper guidelines in place. And the same with our marts, our farming sector. The marts cover 4 and 5 acres of ground at a minimum. And something could be put in place for the farmers in this country, because again, if you go to rural Ireland, anywhere in the county, the internet is poor, and they say, oh, we can do it over Zoom, we can do it over social media. You can't. So let's get real here. County versus city. County doesn't have the infrastructure, county does not have the internet, city does. So can we make rules that covers everyone, please? Thank you.